Hello and welcome back to this session. This session is going to be about the problem definition in binary GA. So as you remember that we have an optimization problem. In the optimization problem we have a const function and some constraint, and we have also variables. So for this method we have this kind of objective function. This is a minimize z, which is equal to summation xi. This is a quite simple and the most easy function that we have. So in this regard we just wanted to minimize this simple function, and we have also binary variable here, so x would be 0 or 1. And we have also defined a function here. So in any specific function we have inputs, output, and the procedures. So for any given function in Matlab we define functions such as this. So it just started with the function and ended with the end, and any function has a output, and we have to set a name for our function, and we have to set inputs. For our problem, our solution representation and the chromosome would be inputs, and once we just put input in a function we have a output, and this output would be a fitness function of our problem. So we have some procedure here, and this procedure is just related to our function, and our function would be summation xi. We have also a solution representation here, and this is a BGA chromosome or BGA solution representation. As you remember that we wanted to use binary variable in genetic algorithm, it means that all variable would be 0 and 1. So we have some binary population such as this. Suppose that we have this kind of population, this number of population here, and for the first one we have this chromosome. It means that the first decision variable for the first population would be 1, and the second decision variable would be 1, and the other one would be 0 or 1. So if we just apply our fitness function to the first of population or other population, we just sum this each of these rows. So we have to obtain this objective function here. For the first one is just equal to 3. What does that mean? It means that if we just want to use the summation function for the first one, which will be equal to 3 because we have just 3 ones here. For the second one we have 5 ones here, and we can easily measure the objective function for all populations. So as you can see, the implementation of fitness function for binary GA, for this kind of binary GA, it would be quite simple and straightforward, but this is not the case for all problems. This is just simple problems, and we wanted to be familiar with the binary GA. So let's just code this idea into the Matlab. So at first we have to go to the BGA here and open it, and we just delete this part, we don't need that. So we have to define a section for problem definition here in our script. So this problem definition just want to be for const function and number of variables. So let's just try it. So we have a const function here, and this is our const function. This const function would be a function of x, and we here just define our name of the function, for example min1, and this has just one input, and this would be x. So let's just add the comment here. So we have to define this function in other scripts, so let's just save it, edit, gen y would be As you remember that our function would be summation of x, so y would be equal sum x. This is easy to implement. Let's just save it. So let's just write here, suppose that this is our input, and y would be mean 1 with one input, and this is x. So our function would be equal to 4. As you can see that our function works, so let's just to define a number of variables. So here we have to define our number of variables in var. And first we just set it to the 10. It can be changed for any problems, so just set our number of variable and add some comment here. So we have to save it and just press CLC clear here, and I think that we just define our problem, and let's just move to the next session.